Hey everybody, you've reached Elizabeth and Joanne with World's Cup of Joe. Awaken your soul, your channel for Twin Flame. Everything. We're here guiding you and teaching you not just about your twin flame connection, but really truly about the energy that plays out in this connection. Because once you can learn and master the energy, you can master, as the divine feminine, your connection. So we are here showing you truly how this energetic connection plays out so that we can literally be with you in your back pocket when you're trying to balance and learn how to deal with your life being turned upside down from this crazy, crazy connection. So for those of you that are new to our channel, welcome. Joanne and I are both in permanent relating experiences with our twin flames. We live with them. We've been maintaining this balanced energy for years now, and we have dedicated ourselves, truly dedicated ourselves to helping other beautiful souls that have been through the depths of pain and turmoil that we have gone through in the dark night and the separation. And we are helping you guys shift and wanting to be there for you as you transcend into a place of peace, because that's what this journey is about. How do I get from this low scale into one where I can feel amazing, and not only feel amazing, but I can have my twin flame too. I can have my twin flame too. So today we sort of want to talk, but before we go into this really great topic, we want to share with you guys, we are offering a Valentine sale off our twin flame programs and our coaching calls, 30% off, because Valentine's a really, really hard day for a lot of people. Society has like ingrained it in us that you're loved if you have a Valentine, right? Like if you're worthy, you're getting hearts and candies and flowers and teddy bears on this day. And we're here with you guys, and we want you to know that actually being balanced, Joanne and I, we don't even look to Valentine's Day anymore, at all anymore, because the love and the wholeness and your twin flame, again, and they're there too, comes when you can release these 3D societal standards of what is a typical soulmate connection, and you can transcend into your role now truly as a divine feminine and embrace what this connection brings, and you'll see that everything starts shifting around you. So we wanted to offer this discount for Valentine's Day because it is such a hard day in the 3D, and we want to help shift you into the 5D. So take a look below at the links, click on the links and see how we can help. But now let's really delve into this topic that I think so many divine feminines struggle with. And that's when they're going through their dark night and separation and the addictive energy that's like coursing through every fiber of their being. Everyone around them starts almost thinking they're crazy. Something has shifted within that makes you feel like you're totally not the person you've been in your entire life. Suddenly you're having all of this addictive energy, you're becoming obsessed, you're maybe stalking social media, you're doing all these things that are completely out of character for you. And people start questioning. In some cases, they start questioning, are you okay? Are you okay? This is not you. What is going on? You're retreating, you're going into solitude, you're not talking to me the same way. And all of your friends, family, all of these people that have always been there for you suddenly are questioning like how stable you are because of this one person. And anyone who's gone through a twin flame journey and gone through the hardest parts of it can relate to this, because it's very, very common. If this doesn't happen to you, I'd almost question, are you a twin flame? If you're not going through this place where you feel like you are not the same person, that everything about you as an individual is being challenged with how you're now behaving, your behavior is so out of character for you, I'd almost say you're probably not a twin flame. And so with that being said, we talked to this beautiful soul this week that sort of went through the same thing, where all of her friends and family and people she knew were questioning, like, is she just going crazy? Like, is she just really going crazy over this person? This is not her. This is not real. What is going on with her? And she did our detox program, and lo and behold, her person came in. She balanced her energy and her person came in. This journey makes us feel like we are a different person than we were. And we are. Why is that? Because we're going through a spiritual awakening. We are literally shifting our entire persona and shedding what is no longer us. And it's painful. And it activates this addictive, obsessive, overwhelming energy that feels uncontrollable, and it feels painful. And it's like all you want to do is get out of your mind. I just want to feel peace, right? That's this overwhelming urge. Just bring me some semblance of normalcy again. I don't want to feel this way. Why are they consuming every waking thought? Why can't I function the same way? Why can't I sleep the same way? Why can't I work the same way? Why can't I even hang out with my friends the same way? It's because you're going through a spiritual awakening. You've actually been chosen. You're actually one of the elite in the sense of being chosen in this lifetime to experience this awakening, to become the light worker, to become the expansion of mass consciousness. Really, like, that's what we're doing here. That's what we're all doing here. It's under the guise of a twin flame connection. But if you look at it, really look at it from an unbiased energetic standpoint, you're here learning how to raise your levels of consciousness in turn, because that's how you're helping the rest of mankind. It's really, really freaking powerful and deep when you look at it that way. But many of you that are listening right now is like, well, I don't care about all that. I just want my person back. And Joanne and I can relate to that. All I wanted was my person back when he left. That's all I cared about. And then there was a part of me that's like, you know what? I want my person back, but I want peace more. I need peace more because I'm suffocating myself. I'm dying inside in this feeling of helplessness and this feeling of pain and this feeling of like being in a hole that I can't climb out of. I just want my peace. And when you start feeling that shift from I want them, 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 I want them to I need something more to keep going. I need to feel better. I need to feel better. I need to feel peace. I need to feel strength again. I need to feel like I am me again. That's where the inner work and the inner shifts really start happening. And that's why Joanne and I are here, because we've been through the painful part. And that's why some people are going to listen to this channel and they're going to be in that I want them, I want them, I want them, I want them. And they're not going to be ready to hear the message of really how to get them, which is shifting your energy and focusing on you. The mind is so consumed and it won't give up that it doesn't want to hear the real work comes from within. The real peace comes from within. And once you can love yourself and you could be in a place of unconditional love with self, you're actually now shifting into soul. And that's when your person comes in. People in addictive energy might not be able to hear that, and that's okay. You're on your own journey at your own pace. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's triggers are different. Everyone's samskaras are different. Everyone's space-time reality of shifting in this moment is different. So if you are here and our message resonates with you, you're operating at a very high level of energy, of balanced energy, because Joanne and I are very neutral. People literally call us to neutralize the fear-based energy into the shift of unconditional love. That's what we do. That's what we're here bringing you to. And that's why so many people who are ready for the message and are ready to hear about soul and alignment with soul will message us or put a message below on our YouTube channel saying, my person's reached out and all I've been doing is watching your free content. Well, yeah, because we're here bringing you into a balanced state of soul. If you're ready and you're ready to do this for you, and your twin flame is feeling the effects of this inner work that you're doing for you, not because you're expecting an outcome of them reaching out, because you're ready to find the peace and the love from within. So with that being said, Joanne, what are your thoughts on this? I am so crazy. What is going on? And everyone around me thinks I'm crazy. But it's real. This energetic connection is a real phenomenon. And unless someone's experienced it themselves, they're never going to truly understand it.
You know, love, I'm so grateful that we can have this outlet, this place, this special place out here to all of you, out to this universe, to this beautiful, all these beautiful divine feminines that are feeling crazy, feeling lost, feeling confused, feeling like their world has been shifted upside down, inside out, torn up, like seriously, effed up, inside and out, bare to the floor and just completely, completely out of your mind. That's what it feels like. This journey feels like you are literally out of your mind. I am literally feeling like I'm going crazy 100 miles per hour about this one person. What is wrong with me? And a lot of people too, the stories that they have with their person was like, we weren't even really dating, or we weren't together that long, or it's only been, I don't know, months, years, and you've been with people for 10 years and you can get over them overnight.
Or
But
Joanne,
this
some of them
person,
are just acquaintances. They
oh,
don't
I
even
know.
have an emotional or a friendship connection. They've just seen them, talk to them a couple times, and then had this freaking awakening.
Yes. There is no way to really fully understand this connection in the 3D. So everyone around you in the 3D will think you're crazy. And so I don't know, love, the conversation we had yesterday from this beautiful soul, hearing them tell us their journey and being called crazy, being seen crazy, people thinking they were crazy because they thought that they were a twin flame and really couldn't prove it, right? But let's get real, all of us. We know we're a twin flame, but really, deep down in that knowing, no one else can confirm it outside of that knowing. And you can feel like you're really crazy because even when you do talk about it with your twin flame, with the small percentage of those that are awakening divine masculines, most of divine masculines are asleep. And so not only are you not going to get a confirmation from everyone in the 3D, but you will most likely, even with your divine masculine, barely get that confirmation. But the knowing is out of this world. The knowing,
Joanne,
yeah.
not only, hold on, I want to say this, not only like you and I have been doing this for years now, we have dedicated our lives to this. This is our
Oh, for sure.
life. And even our closest friends that are asleep, when we talk to them about this, that's why we're very selective of who we talk to. Like sometimes you could even feel the energy coming off of them thinking, okay, she's sort of crazy. There's no way
Feel the
there's one
judgment.
soul and two body. Even the ones that have seen the transformation within us take place. I had someone the other week tell me, when I met you 4 years ago, the transformation that has taken place within you is truly astonishing, because your energy is crazy now in terms of positive energy versus negative, because they met me in my dark night. And even those people who have seen the transformation, they still will look at us like we're freaking crazy, even though they know that this is what we have dedicated our lives to. And they saw our person leave. They saw our person that may never come back, wanted nothing to do with us, is
Yeah.
suddenly now in our lives permanently and never leaves. But they
Yeah.
still don't have the resonance to be able to understand it or to believe it from the knowing that we have. So that's why we say, don't talk to asleep people about this, because even your closest friends will not understand, and they will think that it is like a made up thing. And I mean, the best way you could ever say it to someone, instead of saying, I'm a twin flame, is merely just talk about it in energy. I have this energetic connection with this person. And when I go into fear-based energies, they pull away from me. And when I go into these energies of unconditional love, they come back. And that's the easiest way, I think, for a normal friendship, relationship, soulmate person to understand it, instead of saying, I'm a twin flame, one soul and two bodies. No one's going to resonate with that. So really, if you're talking about it, I would say go the energy route, because it's much easier for the logical mind to understand that.
That's how you can confirm you're in a twin flame connection, because you could use mind with any other connection. You can do the flirting, make them jealous. You can do all that jazz, right? You can play the 3D games. They like the 3D games. They want to talk.
You make me think of, so my friend, my friend today, she was talking to me. She was like, But don't you miss having that emotional connection? Because she knows all about it and she still,
Yeah.
I mean, she understands, but she doesn't, right? And she's like, I feel like you're missing this emotional connection. I said, well, if I am missing the emotional connection ever, that means I'm in mind because emotions are mind. So if I'm ever in that place where there's like this longing for emotions, then I know I'm in mind and I'm not in the right space for my person, anyways, at that time.
Yeah.
Being in emotions, wanting emotions, is wanting a soulmate. And anyone who's in this connection knows you have to be able to bypass having that emotional ups and downs with your person because they are you. So any emotions have to go through you instead of being pushed out onto your person.
And anyone that's been in this connection too also knows that nothing trumps your twin flame. Any 3D relationship,
Exactly.
anyone.
You'll
So
forego all of the emotions because
no.
your person is home. And that's the best way to say it. You'll forego anything that the mind is craving because your person is home. And when you're with them, you don't, you're in acceptance of those things that the mind was seeking out your entire life. And you're willing to forego pushing away what the mind is craving and really getting to this place of, I'm surrendered to what this is. And this is not a soulmate connection. This is a connection of self love and unconditional love for this one other being that is me. And that's where the mind starts questioning, and maybe I really am crazy. Maybe it's energy. Watch the energy play out, and it'll always reveal itself to you. It'll reveal the truth to you each and every time. You don't need Joanne and I to say it.
No.
Watch the energy play out for yourself. It's the same every time.
Yeah. You can watch your own connection be played out through the energy of your soul. And that's how you can confirm, holy moly, freaking moly, I am a twin flame. And they come back, and as soon as I get back into mine, they can't stay. But if I can stay in soul when they're in my space, then we're in this really beautiful balancing union energy that is out of this world. And we get comments from clients that kind of say the same thing from what your friend said, right? Like, well, we do live in 3D, we do have the mind. Like, how is that fair? Right. And I understand. I totally understand. I try to put myself there because I want to be able to connect with all of you guys. I try to put myself in this place of the part of me that would miss the emotional connection with my person. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the shift of union. I like the peace. I really do. I like the wholeness that I embody between us. And you always say it all the time where it's parallel play, but it is. I am my whole being, the whole soul that I am in this place where I am whole and complete. My person like worships me, the ground I walk on, right? Because I worship me. I love me, and I don't worship me, but you know what I mean? I love me. I love me so much. I'm above having to please my person or anyone else. I am the goddess that I am, and they are me. So if I even go there, because I'm trying to put my head there, how are you connecting with this person and there are no needs? There are no, I want them, I need them. And I can't go there for us to have this nirvana, out of this world, one connection space to sustain it. I can't, because I know what it feels like to be out of it. And when I'm out of it, I'm no longer whole. I'm no longer conscious. I'm now in separation consciousness. And I'm now portraying my person as though they are my soulmate, which means I can't keep them in my space. And when you are with your person in this permanent relating experience, the way that Elizabeth explains finding your home within yourself and your person is there, you're beyond emotions, love. And the word nirvana, like, it doesn't even explain what it is. Union, it's not the words. It's the energy of being with yourself. Being with yourself with that other body. The body doesn't give it justice, because the union of your one shared soul together, where you can find peace And there's no one else that can ever give this whole piece within you and your person. Like, you both embody this third energy, which is your soul, right? You guys embody this third energy together, and it's whole. It's home. It's peace. No emotions. Emotions are different. Emotions are mine. And so when I feel my energy shift to fear, I'm losing my consciousness. I'm losing my peace, the energy that I sustain to be in the space of my person. I'm losing that, and I'm giving it away so that I can seek my person separate from me, which then will essentially keep me separated from my person. So it's a very beautiful state to be in this, like, universal love of oneness between us, where their emotions no longer run me and my person. They're there. They're there too. We always tell you guys, we're doing all this stuff, and they are there too. They're always there. They don't leave because they're you. And that is that state. And so when your person comes back, because you are becoming the soul that you are, we're never surprised. Me and Elizabeth, you'll hear us say, of course, you know that. That's like our big, like...
Yeah, that's our tagline.
That's our tagline.
Of course.
Because we can feel the energy of union embodied through you. Inner union. The inner union of your one shared soul is emanating itself, and we can hear it, we can feel it, we can, like, pinpoint it. We can even say they're about to manifest. I already know it.
Yep.
Also identify when they are pushing. So that's when we tell our clients, you know, this is a leak. We can say it because we can see the energy either push or pull their person, which is energy. And that's exactly what Elizabeth said. This connection is simply an energetic game.
Yeah.
It's a game of energy. Where is my energy? Where is my energy right now?
You just made me think, Joanne, we love Florence Scovel Shinn, The Game of Life and How to Play It. Like, literally the game of twin flames and how to play it. It's all about energy. There's the rules are all the same. Like, it never deviates. It's not like one, because, most divine feminines call us and they're like, let me tell you my story. My story is different from everybody else. Well, that may be the case, but the energy plays out the exact same way, whether story A, story B, story Z is showing. It's all the same energy. Your twin flame will react the exact same way as any other divine masculine based on the energy, whether that means bringing them in, magnetizing them in, or pushing them away. And so as long as you know the rules of the energy, you're going to know the keys, the game of life and how to play it. You're going to know how to bring your person in if you can apply and really do the inner work and the inner shifts of the energetic work that's required to sustain balanced energy in regards to your person.
Yeah. And to be able to get here, to be able to get to this place where there is no emotional need for your person, which sounds crazy because me and Elizabeth have admitted to you guys how much, like, our people are gorgeous. They're just amazing, right? They're like fireworks going off still every day. Like, whoa, that they can wear anything and they look like they just got out of a movie because of that, like, attraction beyond words. And it's not physical, it's your soul.
I just told my person this morning, this is when we say we're in this with you guys, mine still sometimes kicks in. So I go in his office this morning, he just starts work, and I was telling him, like, first of all, I tell him I love him with bedhead. I love how he looks with bedhead. And I was like, I touched his face and I said, if I'd asked God to create the, like, most gorgeous man for me, it would have been you. And he looks at me annoyed because our twin flames do that when we start gushing over them. And he was like, oh, stop. And he's serious. Like, he does not like it. And then I had to pull that energy back in because there's not a day that goes by. It's been years since I met him. There's not a day goes by that I don't look at him and think he is the most gorgeous creation that ever walked the face of this planet. And I don't know if everyone else sees that. I don't think they do.
But when I look at him, that's what I see. I see like God's perfection.
Well, we both confirm with each other, love. Like,
yeah, we look at. I looked at your person, and your person's handsome, but definitely not my type. And
yeah, and it's not like the way me and you, like, literally, we're like.
The tongue rolls down all the way to the floor, and you have to roll that tongue back up because they make us drool. Like the physical mind.
But you know what? This is the point. We all, as divine feminines, can confirm what me and Elizabeth are talking about regarding by masculine. No one else will ever be able to confirm how gorgeous, beautiful we see our people, other than a twin flame, because a twin flame divine feminine can absolutely know what it feels like to see their person and just know, like, it's like looking at God and in slow motion.
Yes.
And that's what it feels like, love, to be in union. Like when you're with your person, it's out of this world. And so when Elizabeth takes a moment to see her person, and it's like I ask God, if I can ask God to create someone for me, it would be you, because it's literally what it is. A twin flame is God creating your perfect other half.
But that's the same. I really truly believe it's the same on the other. They just don't verbalize it that way, because let's get real. He's with me, so he must. And he tells me that I'm beautiful. He tells me that.
They're showing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Showing it in the union of being in our space all the time. Being in, and this is how you can confirm the energy too. So this is why we post these amazing unity consciousness videos. If you guys haven't experienced it yet, feel free, look at our playlist and just take a moment and just like immerse yourself in unity consciousness. And so many beautiful souls come back and say, hey, my person contacted, my person reached out, my person came back. This is what I was doing. And out of nowhere, I was feeling into. But that's what it feels like to be with your person, is this, again, I explained it, this third energy that you're embodying together is like a union with the universe. So there is this thing that keeps them hooked in.
Yeah.
To you.
Joanne, hold on. Can we take a moment, since this is a Valentine's Day special, right?
Yeah.
I know we've already made a Valentine's video, how to handle Valentine's Day with your twin flame and how to balance that. I want to tell a story that happened this morning, because Valentine's Day is this week. And I haven't thought about it at all, except for the fact that I have to help my daughter make a Valentine's box for school. So my person this morning was telling me that his mom wants to get together on Valentine's Day with us to go to the casino. And I jokingly said, and I was serious, but I was joking. I was like, I'm so glad that neither of us care about Valentine's Day anymore. And he's like, well, I didn't say that. And I was like, well, we don't, because if we did, we wouldn't be discussing spending Valentine's Day at the casino with your mom. And he was like, he didn't say anything to that. It was fine. But it was like, that's how you sort of have to roll with this connection, is like I have not thought about Valentine's Day once. There is no expectations on that day at all for me anymore. And when he says, hey, let's go and spend the day at the casino with my mom, that's what she wants to do. It's like, okay, if that's what we're going to do, that's what we're going to do. You know, I have no preference. I have no expectation. And it's funny, because I've talked to people who are in soulmate relationships, and they're like, I wonder what will take me. And I see all these expectations, and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of pressure to put on another individual. And you can start seeing why the divine masculine, when it's like really, really, when there are all these expectations, why they must pull, because it's even more so obviously than with the soulmate. And in most 3D relationships, there are so much of please me, do this for me so I can feel loved and whole, and use this one day as a way to show me that, instead of like every day is a day to be present with your person. Every day is a day to be in gratitude for your person. Every day is a day to know that this is what I have right now in this moment. And I'm just going to be so thankful for being in this space. And even those that are in separation, I'm so grateful that the universe brought me myself to awaken me to love, because this is the only way that my soul knew I would be capable of experiencing God's love, is by this person igniting within me this awakening. And I'm so grateful that with this one person, I get to experience this unconditional love, whether they're with me in the physical or not. They're always with me. We are in union. We are celebrating Valentine's Day every single day in the oneness that is our soul. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful connection, whether the physical of them is with me or not. It is still my love circulating back to me in another body. It is God's love circulating back to me in another body. And I'm going to take this moment and I'm going to be grateful for being shown this.
I want you guys to really listen to what Elizabeth is saying, because what she's saying is the journey. Like, to be unconditional love, to embody the unconditional love as God intended, to experience being love. This is why we don't need our person in the physical and seek our person in the physical or need anything from them, because we have become them. We became our soul, our twin flame. And when we are them, they're there too. It's like this really special place of union from within, this inner union. And I almost want to share with all of you guys, if you're still looking for the physical aspect of yourself, feel it from within, my loves. That is union. That is inner union. The inner union is the same inner union when we talk to clients and we hear them say, holy crap, I'm going through shifts. Holy crap, I'm feeling amazing. And me and Elizabeth are like high vibing with them, and we can hear their person's going to come back. We even laugh when we get our email confirmation from like the client saying, hey, I heard from my person. Hey, we know. We shared with you guys a beautiful soul that high vibe with us on their first call and got a call back from their person in minutes after talking to us. And they haven't talked to their person in such a long time. It's not random. It's of course. It's of course. So this is that really sacred union energy. You, my love, are love. You are love. Know the love that you are. Feel the love that you are. Embody the love that you are. When you start to shift as the love that you are, the part of you that needs it externally from anyone else, that starts to go away, because you are tapping into unlimited love, the love of the universe, the love of God, the love of your twin flame. And so this journey is a sacred, beautiful journey. And this is why we all went cray-cray. Who wouldn't go this cray-cray? Like Elizabeth said, if you weren't this cray-cray when you heard this video, especially in the beginning, if none of that resonated, I would even say like, oh, I guess you're probably not a twin flame, because I don't know anybody who would meet their soul, their person in another body, and not have this transformation of what the flying F was that? Why am I so freaking in love with this person who's just, I would say other people would just think they're normal. Like Elizabeth said, me and her can both confirm, are people like me looking at her person and her person looking at my person normal, right? But if I'm looking at my person and Elizabeth's looking at her person, it's like, whoo. It's like they're hotter than even like anybody we know. They're literally God in front of us. And that's the energy that you feel, the union energy, the feeling of being one with yourself. That's the energy, love. And there's no emotions in that. It's not an emotional state to be with your soul. It's peace. It's pure bliss. It's ecstasy. It is nirvana. It's the only way I can explain your person and that energy.
Joanne, when you're with your person balanced, you are the truest, authentic you that's possible. Now, a lot of people, because their whole life identified as their emotions, they've identified as their thoughts, they've identified as their personality, but your personality is not you. It's a construct of your mind, which is also not you. You're the watcher, you're the observer. And when you're with your person and you embody that observer, you embody that, your truest authentic you, and there's no longer the personality, right? And I know this is really hard for the mind to wrap around.
when we are with our people, we are no longer the personalities. We are just us. And that's when your person is always there.
And you are no longer identified as the personality in the mind. You're now just, that's why we say we can sit next to our people all day long in silence, and it's never awkward. It's never weird. It's because when you're sitting in silence and you are at peace, you are the observer, your soul, soul.
There is no, that's like the perfect way you just described no personality. This is why when your person came back, so this is where a lot of twin flames, they're learning, oh, wow, crap, this is energetic. Oh, man, I really have to balance. I'm having a hard time balancing. Why do I keep pushing and going back to soulmate template? Why can't I harness this? And the biggest feedback and experience that Elizabeth has shared was as soon as her person came back, all she had to really focus on was presence. It was like, I need to slow down presence. I need to just enjoy this right here. And that's what it feels like to be with our people. We are all the way present with them. There's no personality that's trying to show off. There's no personality that's trying to figure out each other. It's just presence and peace. And that's why I don't miss the emotions, because it's better. This is better than emotions. And emotions is, I mean, yeah, emotions are fun, loves. But when you go beyond emotions and you're tapping into like some soul shaking, out of this world, magical, like out of body experiences with this other person, it's better than emotions, because there's words that don't describe it, right? It's like you're coming one again with the universe, with God, every time you're together. And you're not even talking. We didn't even talk. We're just sitting next to each other in silence, in this peace, this very sacred present moment. And so, no, I don't miss the emotions. I prefer whatever this is, which has no words. I prefer it because...
No, it does have words, Joanne. It's the energy of unconditional love. It's the state of unconditional love, because emotions are fear-based.
It is.
So when you are in those emotions, you're in fear.
It's the opposite. That's why when I read comments and they ask, well, what about the emotions? And I'm trying to put my head in it. I can't get there. Well, it's because I got to go into separation consciousness. I got to go into fear-based energies. I got to go into addictive energy. I got to go into mind energies to use emotions in this journey with my person. And, it's okay to have emotions with anything else. It's just, this is you. You're experiencing yourself in another body. So you're being shown from your journey, your awakening, this creation that God gave you, right? The gift of awakening you in this level of consciousness to see yourself, become one with yourself. This is what you're given. Something beyond the physical.
You're actually merging into the energy of God when you're doing this. Like, this is God's gift to be one with self, be one with God. This is so out of what we ever expected our lives to bring us. And yet here we are experiencing for the first time ever this source energy that's embodied in this other person.
And this is why it warranted a dark night. Let's get real, all of us. Of course, you'd wake up to this because it was something we never even expected.
Because if it was comfortable, you would never work on self. No. If it was comfortable and the pain wasn't that bad, you would never get deeper within self. Our journeys brought us the duality so that we could shed the duality.
Yeah. If it wasn't this amazing, if it wasn't this beautiful, if it wasn't this much love, right? Where it's almost like you can't even contain your heart in your center. It's like, how can a person still be alive with this much love? And you realize the love is you. I'm the love. I am the love. I'm literally this love, radiating this love for everything, for everyone. And that's union energy. When we talk union, we're not saying just your person. It's like, I am freaking love, guys. It's you. You are love. You are love and are everything. And that's why it feels a little cray cray. And that's why we're confirming this with all of you. You're not crazy. This is a twin flame connection. Your twin flame connection, even though it feels crazy, is a gift from your soul to be one with your soul. And you have this other body to always remind you to come back to yourself. Come back home to soul. You are the journey, my love. And wow, that feeling to be with your twin flame. Man, oh man. That's the top creme de la creme experience, because you're being one with yourself, being one with God, being one. And to go back to emotions, to lose that oneness that I am sharing with you guys, I hope you can all feel it, because my heart is fully open and I am in unity consciousness, baby. Like, seriously, this is me sharing union energy for all of you. The energy, when I tap into this, I'm usually getting a call from my person while I'm driving. You know, that experience, like when you're driving and the sky just looks like it's the bluest sky you've ever seen, and everything around you, from ants to the trees, is one with you. This energy. This is the energy where you become one with everything. And you are the closest thing. Your twin flame is the closest thing to you. So of course it's going to bring you what you are. It's the reason why we always say of course. We say of course because every single time when we hear from clients, oh, my person did this, they're right here, they called back, they did this, they called me, they reached out to me. We ask them how their energy was, and they bring us to the same exact space. This very one, the one that we're sharing with you now. This is you being the soul that you are. And so you are not crazy. This journey feels a little cray-cray, but we want you to know this is the perfect place for you to find that resonance. That's why your heart is so open, and it's showing you, keep going, keep being, follow the energy, watch the energy, choose you. And every single time you do that, you get to see you in this other body and see a piece of God every time. No emotions too. That's the cool part. Whoa, none of that involved emotions. It was pure being. And that's why it's such a beautiful journey, because you get the gift of the journey each and every time you really embody the journey, each and every time, becoming the true soul that you are, becoming your twin flame. We love you guys so much. Happy freaking Valentine's Day, my love. You are Valentine's Day. Be the Valentine, the love, the unconditional love that we all thought was outside of us. We seek this outside of us, and we didn't realize it's been us all along. We love you so much. Oh my gosh. We hope you all have an amazing day. Bye, love.
Bye, love.